Hi Barbara, I'm Madison Bateman. Lovely to see you this morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
That's great. And did you have any trouble finding your way here?
No, it was fine. It took me a while, time-wise, because I've just been up on Sydney 5 months, and I've moved from Melbourne, so it's just getting to know the area.
Of course. And why did you choose to move to Sydney?
Oh, well, Mum is on her own, and she lives just not far from the city, so and I thought, it's a good opportunity now that I'm not working. I lost my job, and to come and spend some time with her, and it also helps me economically to live with her and just spend time with her. So it's good.
Perfect
I'm happy
to spend some more time with Mum. So have you ever seen a lawyer before?
No, I've not had the occasion to do that.
Right, okay. Well, I just want to let you know that I want you to feel as comfortable as possible here. I know it can be quite a daunting situation, but I want you to feel free to ask me any questions and let me know of any concerns that you have. We just want to make sure that you feel as comfortable as you can be to share why you've come here to see us this morning.
Thank you.
Of course. And so before we begin, I need to let you know about confidentiality.
Yeah.
All that means is that anything that you say here today will be kept confidential. I won't disclose it to anyone else unless you give your consent to do so. Although if I need to speak with someone else in my firm, that's okay, but any information they give me won't be taken outside of my firm.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay. So the purpose of our interview today is just for you to give me an overview and tell me why you've come to see me today, and just let me know some details about your situation.
Sure.
So if you could just tell me why you've come here today.
Well, it was actually Mum that asked me to seek out a lawyer because she's decided that she would like to give me the home that she's living in after she passes away. And there are 3 other siblings involved, and she wants those siblings removed from the will. So I need to seek advice about those sorts of things, yeah.
Right, so currently the will has all 4 of you on it.
Yes, that's right.
Right, of course. So how's your mother's health at the moment? How is she?
Well, that's one of the reasons I think she's decided this. She's quite forgetful. She forgets to do lots of things around the house and even taking care of herself sometimes. She does have help come into the house, and she's actually accusing them of moving things and taking things out of the house and even stealing food out of the fridge. Now, I don't know if that's right, and I haven't been there long enough to see all those sorts of things, but it's quite sad to see how she's deteriorated, and I'm quite concerned about her. And she thinks because I'm so caring and loving towards her, she wants me to have the house. Yeah.
Right, so you feel as though your mother's health has taken a bit of a turn?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I guess you could say that because, as I say, I've only been here for 5 months, but I can see each day or little things all the time that is not normal. Yeah.
Right. And so you believe that because you've been taking care of her, that has maybe persuaded her more to want to leave you the house?
Oh, well, she says that.
Right,
yeah.
right, okay.
I don't know if I really understand that, but that's what she says, and so I'm just coming to get your advice, really.
Yeah, right, of course. Before we continue, I just want to ask your permission. Is it all right if I take a couple notes just for my records?
Sure.
Thank you very much. And you're welcome to take notes as well if you want to.
Thank you.
So can you give me a bit more detail about the house that your mother's currently living in?
Well, I don't know a lot because, as I say, I've only been in this area or in Sydney for a little while. But she's not far from the city, and it's a big home because she's lived in it all her married life, and it's got the 4 bedrooms and the lovely big backyard, and it's an old home but beautiful, well maintained, and I have heard it's in a lovely treed area, and there's some lovely big homes around the place. And I have heard that they go for $1 million or
Right.
even $2 million.
Wow.
So I imagine it's worth quite a lot of money. Yes, yes.
Right. So would this be the most valuable items in that your mother has?
Bequeathed? Yeah, I presume so.
Right.
Yes. It's it's a lot of money, isn't it?
Yes. Right. Okay.
Mm.
So your mother's health we've been mentioning. Has she been to see like a medical professional?
She's just got her family doctor. I don't
Right.
know confidentiality there too. You
Mm.
know whether she's discussed that with her
Right.
doctor and whether he thinks it's deteriorating. Maybe that's a good idea.
Mhm.
I could go to the doctor with her one
Right.
day. Mm.
And you've also mentioned that some people come in and care for her.
Yes.
Have you considered moving her into a nursing home?
Oh, no, I don't want to do that because then I wouldn't have a home if I put her in a nursing home, and the money would go to being spent on her in the nursing home.
Right.
So probably that's not a good idea at this stage.
So what I'm hearing is that if you were to put her in a nursing home, you would have to sell the house to be able to afford that?
Well, I would imagine so.
Right.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Because there would be no other money to take care of that.
Oh, well, I don't know all those ins and
Right.
outs, and
Of course.
I guess I haven't researched it enough
Mhm.
yet, and I just know that Mum wants me to have the house.
Right.
Mm.
But you also mentioned that you have some siblings. Can you give me
Yes.
any information about them?
Well, they're not too happy with me at this moment.
Right.
They think I'm manipulating my mum or our
Right.
mum because I'm there and looking after her, and I just want her money and her house. Yeah, so I don't know how they'll go, or if I don't know if Mum's discussed the will with them or not. It's something that's why I guess I need legal advice about all these things. Yeah. So can you help me with all that sort of thing? Is there?
Yeah, well, that's why I'm giving me the most information today about these issues that we can hopefully move forward to a solution. So from my understanding from what you've said is that, because of your circumstances, you've moved from Melbourne to Sydney into your mother's home, and that she's needed some care, and that it's worked out for the both of you, but it seems as though to them that you're taking advantage of her state.
Yeah, I think
state.
my siblings are a bit worried about that, and that's not really my intentions at all. But if Mum wants to give me the house, that's up to her, not my siblings, isn't it? I don't know. Yeah.
And to your knowledge, they know about this change that you're wanting to make, or that your mother's wanting to make?
I believe she would have mentioned that she wants to change the will, and that's why they're a bit anxious about all of this sort of thing. Yeah.
Right, of course. Okay, well, thank you very much for giving me all this initial information. I will have to obviously continue looking into what we can do moving forward, but thank you very much for what you've given me so far.
Thank you and I really look forward to knowing how we can solve this problem, because I don't want to hurt anybody.
Of course.
No, but I do need to have a home.
Yes,
yeah.
of course.
So that'd be great. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
You too. You too. Okay.